I am Dr. Bindu, working as a consultant in Neelkant Group of Hospitals, Gurgaon. Today I will be talking about a topic called as vaginal laxity, also referred to as vaginal relaxation syndrome. This is a very common but overlooked health concern among the women. About 76% of the women will experience this at some part of their life. Most of the women feel that it's a normal problem and they don't talk about it. But it's a big concern on the health and self-esteem of many women. Majority of the tissues that are found in the human body, they have a substance called collagen. And this collagen is responsible for giving elasticity and strength to these structures. Vagina is formed by some muscles also that are highly elastic in nature, returning to their place after being pulled and relaxed just like a rubber. But sometimes due to the different factors, these muscles, amongst other vaginal tissues, they lose their tightness and sensitivity and resulting in vaginal laxity. Now what causes it? Main is pregnancy and childbirth. In these two conditions, there is trauma and stretching resulting in the loss of vaginal tightness. About 58% of the women, they lose the vaginal tightness after childbirth. It does not matter if a woman has a natural delivery or a cesarean. The pressure of the pregnancy itself will affect the pelvic muscles and the vaginal tissues. Collagen tissues can also change due to the placental hormones. Women in their first pregnancy, they usually recover the vaginal tightness after about 6 to 12 months. But this is not the case in multiparas. That means if you have had more deliveries in succession, this does not regain its normal strength. But the severity of the laxity will depend upon many factors. Succeeding and increasing number of vaginal deliveries, greater trauma with each birth, what is the size of the baby, or whether we have used some instruments like forceps or not. The fact is that vagina will never regain the same tightness or the size after the childbirth. Vaginal tears suffered during the delivery can heal completely and the muscles can re-strengthen, but vagina will forever be larger than its original size. This change in size, this does not intervene with the ability to have penetrative sexual intercourse, but the quality of your vaginal intercourse can be reduced. Aging, this affects everyone. The loss of collagen fibers, which happens with the aging, they makes the skin and vaginal tissues thinner, and obviously the vaginal laxity will happen. Menopause, this is another important factor. In menopause, the estrogen production diminishes, and this hormone is related to the growth, maintenance and the repair of vaginal tissues. So obviously with menopause also, this is a very big risk factor and this is a very predisposing condition to having this vaginal laxity. Now what are the symptoms associated with vaginal laxity? Which includes loss of sensation with intercourse and decreased sexual satisfaction and therefore decreased desire. This will also lead to negative impact on the female sexual function and the loss of self-confidence, a negative impact on your body image and the quality of life. There is loss of vaginal lubrication, sounds produced by the expulsion of air during the exercise or some specific movements. There can be mild degree of prolapse, which is a very common condition. Women come to us saying that something is coming out of the vagina, and when you examine, so there is a prolapse of the bladder, the rectum and the uterus is also coming down. There can be urinary incontinence, which in the layman language is called as urinary leak. Whenever you cough or you strain, there is a leak of urine, which is very common and a very distressing problem, and this can happen because of the vaginal laxity. You can be having difficulty with holding stools. How to diagnose it? There is no specific way to diagnose it. It's a very subjective condition, but still when you come to a doctor, she will examine you, and by putting 2 fingers in the posterior vaginal wall, one can make sure that yes, this vagina is not all that tight and it has the looseness. Now the most important is we have talked so much about vaginal laxity, but why we are here to discuss, is there any solution? Can it be cured? The simple remedies that we tell everybody is the pelvic floor exercises and the Kegels exercise. When you are made to learn how to contract and relax your pelvic muscles, with this, of course, you can have slight strengthening of your pelvic musculature. There is no evidence that such exercises they result in much vaginal tightening. They do help you, but the results, they are not ample or what every woman wants. Surgical vaginoplasty, of course, when we do it with surgical procedures, this has a high patient satisfaction, but some women, they do not want to undergo surgery. Now these options, they use lasers or radio frequency energy. How do these energies they work? Now these energy-based devices, they heat up the tissues, resulting in increased collagen formation. Collagen fibers, they are composed of a triple helix of protein chains and which are intertwined into a complex structures. Now when collagen fibers are heated to specific temperatures, the links between these complex structures, they break down and the collagen contracts. Contraction causes the triple helix to fold, which is creating a thicker and a shorter collagen fiber. And this is thought to be the mechanism of action of immediate tissue tightening. These partially broken collagen fibers, they serve as a signal for the new collagen synthesis. So the ability to create new elastic tissue makes these thermal devices effective in treating the vaginal laxity. I'll be talking about a very safe procedure, the radio frequency way. There are machines which emits this radio frequency and they are very effective in causing this vaginal tightening. They heat up the vaginal mucosa up to the target temperature of 40 degrees. This is shown to produce immediate superficial tissue shrinkage, with which comes the degree of tightening. This is safe and it's very effective. Now post-delivery, vaginal reconditioning programs are happening these days. Now this aims to restore the normal size, shape and resilience of the vagina after childbirth. Now this has three components what we are practicing at our place. The first component is there is an initial consultation which includes thorough evaluation of the vagina and the injuries sustained during pregnancy and delivery. This includes 2D and 3D ultrasounds to assess the condition of your pelvic floor, ligaments, pelvic musculature, your support and the endopelvic fascia. The second component, this includes the regime of Kegels exercise. Supplements can also be given to improve the vaginal health. Now the third component, which is the actual reconditioning process. This involves the use of these non-ablative vaginal rejuvenations by laser or by radio frequency therapy. Now this program is best initiated after the third month of delivery, since many of the physiological effects of pregnancy, which includes distortion of the vaginal canal, they're already resolved at this time. So this procedure can assess us more accurately that how much is the resilience and how much is the laxity part. These procedures have proven their effectiveness in not only treating the vaginal laxity but also early pelvic organ prolapse at later on in the life. So if taken care of at this time immediately after the delivery, you can be saved from having a prolapse at later on in the life. So it is not only therapeutic but it's also preventive, and this will help you from having less chances of prolapse or the stress incontinence if tackled in early lives. There is no side effect, there is no need of systemic medications, there is no downtime. Now how many sessions and through how many courses it will be done, your doctor will assess. Now talking a few words about the latest treatment, now which is very common, good acceptance is. In 2018, FDA cleared the Emsella as the newest, most powerful treatment for this vaginal laxity and stress urinary incontinence. This is designed to help improve the strength of the pelvic floor muscles and rejuvenate the vagina and reducing the symptoms related to laxity by triggering the natural collagen production. Emsella works by using high frequency focused electromagnetic technology, also known as HIFIM technology. Now this directly targets the muscles of the pelvic floor, the floor muscles and the muscles of the vaginal wall and the vaginal opening. These are relaxed and contracted involuntarily, so thereby creating a more secure pelvic floor and a tighter vagina. This also helps to reduce other symptoms of genitourinary syndrome of menopause like the dryness, and the vaginal discomfort and painful intercourse. Now, what is this treatment like? Now, we carry a full consultation before performing any treatment. Discuss your symptoms and medical history. You'll be undergoing a thorough health checkup to make sure that it is safe and you are a suitable candidate for Emsella chair. Now, when it comes to the treatment part, the clinic protects your privacy. You can read a book or a magazine. You'll be made to sit on a chair. Now, each session is only 28 minutes. You'll be recommended about 6 to 8 sessions which are spread over 4 to 6 weeks. Now, how many sessions and at what intervals we'll decide after examining you, but you can still have top-up sessions if required even after 6 to 8 sessions. It's an absolutely safe process. You can always come to us, and for more informations you can always contact us.